Hey guys, we're now an hour into verdict watch for the Tracy Nix trial, and by the way, let me know if you want me to do a video or a live stream on Tracy Nix. I think that would be an interesting topic. I don't know how many of my viewers are actually following that case, so let me know in the comments. But while I'm waiting, let me give you a quick update in the case of the missing sisters, Eliza and Henrietta Huszti from Aberdeen in Scotland. They've been missing now for 8 days. They still haven't been found, but there's an interesting little nugget here that I think adds to the mystery a little bit, that they didn't tell their family about the plans to leave their rented flat, which is something that we heard about in the press conference yesterday. So I'm going to read this article here. Two missing sisters did not tell relatives they were immediately going to move out of their rented flat in Aberdeen, it's emerged. Eliza and Henrietta, both 32, they're two parts of a set of triplets, were last seen on CCTV in the city's Market Street at Victoria Bridge at 2:12 a.m. on Tuesday, 7th of January. The siblings, originally from Hungary, were seen crossing the bridge and turning right onto a footpath next to the River Dee in the direction of Aberdeen Boat Club. So I did a live stream yesterday over on MichelleAfterDark that brings the case up to everything we know so far, so go and check that out. Their disappearance sparked a major search operation. The Police Scotland team have included a helicopter as well as a dog branch and marine unit. The force previously said there had been no evidence of the missing sisters leaving the immediate area. During the investigation, officers have learned that the sisters have been planning to move out of their flat they rented in the city. Superintendent David Howison said on Tuesday there was an indication from the person from whom they rent a flat had concerns that they left the flat and indicated they intend to move. However, in an interview with the BBC, the sisters' brother said the sisters had not informed their relatives of this decision, including during a phone call they had with their mother on Saturday before their disappearance. That would have only been like 3 days before their disappearance. He said they wrote a message to their landlady that they wanted to immediately end their tenancy agreement. We didn't have any information about that. So that's the strange thing, that the girls didn't tell us anything about that. They never mentioned any such plan. It's weird, isn't it? Said the women had no financial difficulties and were saving up to buy their own property. So, you could look at this and think, well, maybe they'd, got enough for a deposit and they were going forward with buying a property. And they were going to end their tenancy because they found a house. But wouldn't they just say that to their family? Like, wouldn't they be really happy they finally got the deposit and that they were going to buy their own place? Weird. Police are keeping an open mind about what happened to the women, but have said they've not found anything to suggest a third party was involved. Superintendent Howison said, "We're trying to remain open-minded in terms of what the wider circumstances may have been. What we know is that the behaviour of the sisters in the morning in which they disappeared was very out of character. We don't really understand why they seem to have left their home address and walked to the area, a fairly direct line before the CCTV footage of them is exhausted. One of our theories has to be that they've entered the water for reasons unknown, and that's why so much of our search activity is focused on the river, the riverbank and the harbour itself. But we're not ruling out the fact that they may have left the area by means that we haven't identified yet." He added that during their investigation, police had not found anything that pointed towards criminality or suspicious circumstances. In a statement released through Police Scotland earlier this week, the women's family said, "It's been very worrying, upsetting time for our family." I think that's an understatement. "We are really worried about Eliza and Henrietta, and all we want for them is to be found. And hopefully they will be soon, but freezing waters that close to the sea, I just hope they are found." Doesn't look good in terms of finding them alive, but let's just hope they are found. But the mystery, it's a mystery, and it deepens